Hey everybody, this is Brittany here from Surfing Waves of Light, and today I am feeling inspired to channel a message. So I'm going to bring my guides through and we'll see what they have to say. Greetings, dear beings. We are the motherly energies of the Arcturian collective, and we are very pleased to speak with all of you. We have been having some great adventures over here. Lots of releases, lots of awarenesses of feelings that had not been expressed before. You see, dear beings, many of the situations you find yourself in prevent you, because of your thoughts, from expressing the emotions that are living inside of you. You see, as you go through this process of cleansing, the old, the dirty, the unloving stuff must come out, and it must be seen so that it can be released. We say this a lot. We want you to see what is within your consciousness, because we guarantee that you will see patterns, that unlocking emotion in one area of your life that feels blocked will translate to all others. There are many ways in which you beings are blocked, and we are showing you them at this time. It may come through with a heavy set of crying or upset with another being, a feeling of your boundaries being pushed into a place you had never felt before. You are feeling much stronger, and so it is allowing these emotions to surface. The layers of denseness that were built up in the old structures of the earth when it was rotating in a lower density, that density is being lifted, and in return you are all being more welcome to feel what is within you and make those changes. But as you make your changes, you will find that you will feel better because you have recognized the pattern. For it is not your job to change the ego being that gets upset, that gains resentment, that has anger or sadness. Your job is to view it. Your job is to step back and see what is the script showing you. What are the conditioned programs in your mind which are being triggered showing you? For this being, it is a form of fear. Whether it is in dealing with the systems, the predators in the forests or the oceans, family members, friends, people that surround her. There is a pattern of an attack thought, one that she believes in so strongly, one that is manifesting in every realm. We love to use surfing as an example of this. For in surfing, the intent is to go and experience and have fun. And yet many beings out in the water find that their thoughts become emphasized. Their sessions translate to the mental state they're experiencing on land, and the water is an opportunity to reflect it. See, meditation comes in handy because when you are not distracted, you can see what we are showing you. You place distractions in front of you, imagine screens and screens and screens, but instead them living out in real life here. Your friend calling, you have to go into the grocery store, all these different screens. And we are always sending you messages, but you cannot always receive them. You need to uphold the tasks of daily life on earth. But we ask you to make time to see what is going on. There is so much to learn. There is so much to be gained when you look inside a good cry or a release of emotions, however they come out. And you fear expressing them because you think that you will continue to express them and be out of control. But the truth is that when you express them, the gold comes to the surface. As long as you are willing to look what is blocking you, it shows you. It comes right into your feeling self. And then when you have tools like spiritual coaches, A Course in Miracles, beings that bring in the highest love and light and do their best to interpret our unconditionally loving energies into words for themselves and you all to understand. When you seek out a new perception of these emotions, of these expressions, this is how you become more one with yourself. This is how you see what is preventing you from joining yourself in pure unconditional love, where you already are. You see this world as you walk around in it. You go to the store and eat food. On some levels of you, there is nothing really happening there. It is an experience that is of the illusory nature, not from the current perspective you hold, but from the one where God, the universe, sees all things as pure unconditional love and nothing else as real. Then this world surely cannot be real, because it is full of the unloving things. And so you are playing this game, and it is real, and many of you hold a strong belief in attack, that something is going to attack you. And it is not until you work on your mind that you will realize that this attack thought is embedded in everything that you do. It is the reason why you feel fear, whether it's because you're afraid of paddling out into the ocean on a big day, or standing up for your freedoms and rights and expressing them in a loving and peaceful way, feeling like someone is going to come after you for something that you've done, or that things are simply not going to work out because there's some attack that's going to happen. When you hold that belief, especially subconsciously and unconsciously, you cannot fully trust. You cannot fully walk through each day remembering and knowing within your full body being fully present in your body, and knowing that whatever is going to happen is in the highest good. Full trust, full acceptance of what is, knowing that you created the game and you came here to play it. You came here to believe that it's real and also look at the fact that it may not be as real as it seems. To gently walk the path of coming back into the loving, pure, and unconditional self. And that view sees everything in love because it knows that the true reality is love. And yet here you all are facing the day-to-day and the ins and outs. And so we come through beings like this, and each and every one of you, in fact, and we bring messages, things that we think, we feel could guide you closer to loving, to feeling peace and joy in your life. Peace does not mean sitting around and meditating all day. Peace means that when something bad happens or a thought you perceive as bad is coming to you, you allow that thought to come and pass, looking at it, but then sinking back into the deep trust, into the deep knowing that whatever is happening is meant to happen. And you are given choices to look at your emotions, to look at your feelings, and take the step that allows that to not need to come up as much anymore. Begin to unravel the puzzle that your emotions are showing you. It will break down in layers. This upset showed me this, and one layer is removed. And this upset showed me this, and another layer is removed. And one day, situations that used to cause massive upset, stress, tension in the body, they still exist, and yet you fall back into that full trust. But you cannot truly be there until you look at the attack thoughts that are in your mind, where your husband or your family member is going to attack you or take something away from you or be better than you, has a trait that you don't like. This being does not wish to hear this, but if you see it in others, then you see it in yourself. Because the trust consciousness sees only love. And we understand that you have all been conditioned so intensely that this is an unraveling process. Baby steps. You will get there as long as you have your north directed at understanding what pure unconditional love is. Because that word love has been highly tainted in your society. It is equated with suffering. It is equated with sacrifice. And you will experience these things until you no longer believe in them. And because you all, at your deepest core, believe in love, that will translate through the layers in a distortion. And so you all go around believing in love, and yet your actions do not reflect that. And so the vibration that comes back cannot be of love, because the vibration is not truly of unconditional love in the first place. When you do one unconditionally loving thing for yourself each day, looking within and asking, what do I need? You give the universe, you give us, you give yourself a chance to bring that energy back and continue to reflect that to you. You need not have a YouTube channel, be famous. Just honoring yourself, because you are navigating a path that everyone is going to have to navigate to. No one can save you. The healing comes from within. All the messages you need come from within. And that is why through her practice, we encourage her to teach people self-sustainability and healing, because it is really the only thing that works, that can truly clear an energy that translates into a physical illness, an emotion that is not dealt with. There are always clues, there are always patterns, there are always opportunities. Everything is an opportunity. If you trust that it is meant to be happening, then you will see these things as opportunities to hop into your 3D body and play the game and show yourself that you are so love at your core. Even the craziness of the world could not change who you were at your core. It could trick you into thinking you were something else for a little while, time, but it could never, ever make you truly forget. And that is the reality that we are cultivating through bringing peace to the mind. We want you to know as well that hearing us, that channeling us, that bringing us through, it need not be a stagnant or structured or specific expression. Tonight, we came to this being as an energy. And in this moment, she is communicating with this energy as the Arcturian Council. And this evening, we came through as the motherly energies, because this being has had a large emotional expression and has done a lot of healing touch work today. And so she is very light. And what her physical body, mind, spirit complex needs is gentleness. And so tonight, we bring the energy, and through the co-creation with her, we decided together that the mothers of the Arcturian Council would be best to deliver this message. The message that this being is vibrationally syncing up to tonight. Her emotional expression provided clearing. It provided clarity on how she feels, not what she thinks about a situation, how she truly feels about it. And from that clarity, new decision making becomes possible. New lines of communication open up. Not only to the people that are playing these situations out with her, but a new line of communication opens up to herself. Opening of the self, opening the communication, opening the lines. It is better than the internet when it comes to in-the-moment guidance. And as you ground us in, we may feel or sound different, but we have always been there, so it is not a foreign voice. It is a recognizable voice within you. If you are unsure that what you are bringing through is loving or not, just look at the content. You all watch these messages because you feel the pure unconditional love that we are expressing. That is the energy. We bring that energy down into the distortions, and the pure unconditional love flows to you through words, and yet the experience of the love is the vibrational wanting that your complex desires. Because the fake is falling and the real is getting real. It's like a dial, and for a long time the dial has been turned over here where the illusion felt really real. It was clearer, it was in better color and picture. But now we are turning the dial to where the structures and functions that you used to think was the most real things, we're slowly turning that dial where that is starting to fade, and seeing the truth of the reality of this universe, of this experience, is becoming more in view. And yet to an untrained mind, this can be so frightening. And so we go slow. We go at your tempo and at your pace, because we don't want you to just wake up fast. We want you to integrate every step along the way in the full embodiment of pure unconditional love. And what we have found is that slow, small changes, the next step, these allow pure integration into the being. One that cannot be easily shook or loosened. And this we see as highly valuable at this time. Grounding in one energy, one practice. 10 minutes of quiet per day. It provides an opening to us. It provides us the chance to give you clues about how to navigate this life that seems so scary and real. And yet you are being fed the cheat codes on how to have a good experience, on how to create the dream, the happy dream here, the reality you always wanted to live in for as long as you were in the illusion. Your emotions are the code. The reality and what you see shows the program. It's a slow and steady process. It's not about forgiving everything overnight or even forgiving anything at all. It's just about being willing to take the next step and the next perception that can lead you more to peace, that can ground you deeper in to that trust. The knowing and the trust, which are experiences, words barely communicate. We are the energies of motherly Arcturians. We hold you. We nourish you. We guide you. We teach you about the pure and unconditional loving that is your right, that is your inheritance. Sit with yourself and take a few deep breaths as we transmit this energy to you. And we ask you all to look at the message you've received. Let us know what comes. Notice where you feel this energy in your body, and let us know. And any other experience. That is your view. Still feel a little bit, I don't know, still feel the energy pretty strongly, so if you want to continue to receive, lay down and receive. I feel like it's still coming through, and thank you for watching this video. Channel for you again another time.